A cold wind howls through the abandoned house at the end of Hollow Street. The town avoids it. Stories of disappearances and whispered cries at night keep people away. But tonight, Daniel, a paranormal investigator, and his team dare to enter, hoping to uncover the truth. As they step inside, an eerie low humming sound vibrates through the walls. It seeps into their bones, making their skin crawl. The air is thick, suffocating, as if the house itself is breathing. A cold, unseen hand brushes against Daniel's neck. They explore the house, flashlights cutting through the dense darkness. Dust hangs in the air like static, and the walls seem to pulse as if alive. In a forgotten corner, they find a decayed, rotting diary belonging to Margaret Hale, a woman who lived there a century ago. The early entries describe her love for her husband, James. But then, the handwriting grows erratic, desperate. James changed. He stands at the foot of my bed at night. He hums that awful tune. His eyes, black, soulless voids, watch me. I try to leave, but the house won't let me go. Then, the final entry. If you find this, I am still here. And so is he. A distorted scream rips through the silence, chilling and inhuman. The walls tremble as if laughing. One by one, the team starts vanishing. Their screams echo before fading into unnatural silence. Shadows slither along the walls, stretching unnaturally. The air grows thick with the scent of decay. Daniel runs, searching for an exit, but every door leads back to the same room. The mirrors distort their reflections, showing not them, but twisted, monstrous versions of themselves. The humming grows louder. A guttural, wet breathing follows him. A figure emerges from the shadows. It looks like Sarah, one of his team members, but her face is wrong. Her mouth stretches unnaturally wide, her eyes completely black. "Help me, Daniel," she says in his own voice. Her head twists, cracking bones, as she lunges at him. Daniel stumbles upon an old mirror coated in grime. He wipes it clean and recoils. The reflection staring back at him is not his own. Behind him, Margaret Hale's rotting face emerges, her lips torn, her eyes hollow pits. She presses against the glass, whispering in a voice that scrapes his mind. He's still here. He never left. The humming warps into a deep, guttural voice that echoes inside his skull. "I never left, and neither will you." Daniel collapses as the house shifts around him, swallowing him in darkness. Memories crash into his mind, memories that aren't his. He was never an investigator. He was James Hale. The house was punishing him for what he did to Margaret. For the nights he stood over her bed, watching. For the whispers in the walls. For the blood-stained rituals that bound her soul here forever. Margaret never escaped, and neither did he. His teammates never existed. They were mere echoes of his shattered mind, fragments of his torment. The last thing he hears before the house devours him is the sound of his own voice, humming that same cursed tune.